先週、どうでしたか？
先週、仕事はゆっくりです。
そうだったんですね。
アリゾナの友達来ました。
いいですね。
You're going to learn quicker speaking with native people the easiest way. Oh my God, I spent so many years using textbooks and stuff like that, and I wasted a lot of time.
Feel like learning Japanese is too damn hard for you? Stop slaving away at grammar, words, and spelling. Now there's a better way to learn how to speak Japanese like a normal guy. Welcome to Terumi's podcast. Let's learn Japanese in just 2 months with Terumi's Learning Method.
David さん、welcome to this YouTube channel. Thank you so much again. ありがとうございます。お元気でしたか？
元気です。元気です。Thanks for having me. Yeah.
So first of all, you complete this master course level 1. How do you feel when you actually started? We visit our school for the first time almost few months ago, right? Like around 5 months, right?
Yep, about 5 months, yes.
Yeah, and now it's totally different you now. You speak Japanese in front of a camera. What do you think?
Yeah. I think sometimes I really surprise myself with how much I've actually really absorbed. You know, there's definitely a little bit more confidence now. I feel a little bit better speaking.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So especially, I really want to emphasize that you are living in the States,
Yes.
and so it's not easy environment.
Yeah.
How do you actually really keep it up, even the motivation wise, and also the training and try to practice? How do you manage?
I still keep up the lessons with Yu Sensei. I right now I'm doing once a week. I would like to do at least twice a week. But that's important. But really, I have a pretty long commute to work, maybe 25, 30 minutes each way every day. So on my way in, I will listen to our past lessons, and I'll also listen to group sessions and obviously the audio files. So I try to repeat with the audio files. And then if I'm not repeating with the audio files, I'll actually listen to the class that we had, that me and US Sensei had. So
amazing.
That it helps a lot.
So while doing this training and while driving the car, can you a little bit share with me what kind of phrases is your most favorite or mainly you practicing? Can you a little bit share with me?
Yeah, so a lot of times I will build tattoo machines. So when I do that, or we make improvements on tattoo machines, me and a couple of friends, we do that a lot. That's kind of like one of our hobbies. So after we fix a machine, I might tell my friend, 効率いいし、早いし、滑らかです. So I'll tell him like, now I finally got this machine running, So yeah.
I didn't know that you have a maintenance of tattoo machine.
Yeah, very. I mean, you
Okay.
should. Yeah. The older tattoo machines, you kind of have to maintain them pretty heavily. So, we go through that, and yeah, me and my friends talk about that stuff a lot.
Yeah, so it's like you really have a real connection with the other Japanese tattoo artist, right?
Oh yeah.
Wow,
I
that's
do.
amazing.
Yeah. I have a lot of friends from for many years now.
Wow. So sometimes you visit Japan and also you meet actually face to face, or sometimes they can visit you?
I've had a couple of friends come visit me.
Wow.
Yeah, twice, 2 or 3 times I had them come visit. But I've gone, I've gone to Japan way more than they've actually come to visit me. So I'm usually there, which is really good for my Japanese, because everybody around me is speaking and I'm being like really flooded with, all the things, and phrases and words and stuff start to come back. you know, a little bit harder in America, you know, because I don't have too many people speaking with me in Japanese, you know. Yeah, a little tricky.
Amazing. But still, you actually really do this constant training with yourself by, you know, using audio. And whenever you go back to Japan, you can quickly start, you know, speaking up, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's amazing.
It's really great because I have a lot of phrases in my mind, and they usually come out when I'm sitting down with a friend and I start to hear some of the things they're saying. Then it's like, okay, now I could remember a lot of the stuff that we've talked about before, you know. That's why it's so important to like drill these lessons, you know, past lessons back into your mind, so you really constantly hear them, you know. Some of my friends do not speak English, and it's, you know, trying to use like a Google Translate or something like that, it just doesn't work. So if I'm able to speak with them even just a little bit, it's very, very helpful. And then they can understand me better, and yeah, it's very, very helpful, you know. It helps me out a lot. Yeah. And it opens up new pathways into meeting you know, other people, maybe even other artists, or people not even associated with tattooing, just maybe somebody who's like a restaurant owner or something like that, and then I get to know them a little bit better, you know.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Great. So like the learning Japanese wise, you actually made amazing progress with Yui. So like, can you give us like some learning tips to the people who even live in the States?
I think the number one tip for sure is having some sort of actual live person who's native that you can speak with. But if you don't have the interaction, you're never going to learn the tenses or, you know, things like that, or the intonation. Like you need to speak with somebody who can actually correct you. You got to make a lot of mistakes, you know, and when you make the mistakes, that's when you're going to learn. So, you know, for me, having Yui Sensei teach me really helps me kind of refine all the little things that I'm learning. And then listening to the group session, and listening to past lessons between me and Yui Sensei, that seems to help me a lot. And then obviously going over the phrases, you know, over and over constantly is what really helps, because it's the only, you're not gonna learn how to speak by reading and listening to very rigid phrases, you know. Yeah, there's so much more than that, and it's actually easier to learn with somebody who's a live native speaker.
Do you feel differences between like face-to-face or actual online? Because our training is online, and some people, you know, want to just do the actual traditional textbook style in the classroom.
Yeah, I think online coaching and face-to-face could be exactly the same. You know, if I don't think there's any difference. You know, I kind of feel like with the online, I don't have any outside distractions when I'm speaking with my tutor. So it's just me and her connecting and speaking. I don't have any outside distractions. So if you're a person who gets distracted easily, like I am, then it's very, very difficult to go to you know, a restaurant and sit down and try and speak with somebody. You know, it's easier to be more focused and speak with somebody on a Zoom. You know, it's just easier. You know, it's absolutely way more efficient.
Now you're gonna join the level 2. What is actually the next level, like as a social circle wise, or even your tattoo business? If you become even more fluent, what kind of things yourself you expect yourself in the future?
Well, the one thing we're working on right now, me and Yui Sensei, we're working on we actually did a whole lesson on tattoo convention.
Wow. Cool.
So yeah, and organizing a tattoo convention. It was a few lessons back, but we started working on stuff like that so that I can help a friend of mine who is planning on having a tattoo convention in Tokyo. It's going to make it easier for me to get people's ideas and get their opinions.
So the final actually question to you is, you actually give me the already tips to learn Japanese. So like, can you have the message to all American people who live in the States and they are not consistently learning yet, maybe because they feel too difficult, or maybe it's online doesn't work, or somehow they are not learning today. So do you have any message to them?
Yeah. My message would be, get yourself a tutor, do the one-on-one lessons, try and talk about things that actually are part of your life with your tutor. Join an online, Japan Language Factory. You can join. I would join very, very soon, right away. It's just you're going to learn quicker speaking with native people, and I think the best way to do that is to grab onto one of the tutors with Japan Language Factory. I think it's just the easiest way. Take it from me, seriously. Oh my God, I spent so many years using textbooks and stuff like that, and I wasted a lot of time. About 10 years.
Whoa,
trying to
10
learn.
years.
Yeah. A little bit more than 10 years trying to learn by myself, And then I tried I tried all the language apps and stuff like that. I learned a lot of words, but you don't learn the grammar and the way to use the grammar and the tenses, and that's why you need a tutor. The easiest and best way is to sign up and get a tutor and practice, And the way you guys guide us is really, really phenomenal. My tutor is amazing. She just helps me with literally everything. I can ask a question that I think might be a stupid question, but I get a real answer. It's really great. She helps me a lot.
Are you expat? Live in Japan? You started living in Japan, you're super excited to communicate with locals. You can enjoy traveling, meeting people. And now you start using this textbook and you feel like, wow, that's so many. Elementary school textbook, another elementary school textbook, and how many hours should you study? Let's think one more time. In order to communicate like a normal guy, you can do everything in the basic everyday life. Should you finish all those textbooks? Otherwise, you won't understand what they're talking. You cannot express yourself, anything. First of all, there are always two ways to learn languages. One is documentational language. The other one is conversational language. It's like, once upon a time, grandmother and grandfather are living somewhere. Or, hey, what's up? How's it going? Which is conversational. What is the most effective way to learn how to speak Japanese? Textbooks can't talk to you, so you cannot improve your listening skill and pronunciation, how to communicate. So why Japanese children can speak Japanese so quickly? Because they are learning conversational Japanese. The good news is, in Japan Language Factory, we have a specific learning structure to improve your conversational Japanese. So you can join the conversation, you can understand what they're talking, you can respond quickly, and express what you are thinking. If you want to be able to speak Japanese as soon as possible, join our free consultation to figure out what is the fastest way to start speaking Japanese.